Hey everybody, and welcome to week number 7. We're just about done. We'll have one last chapter to cover off in the text, chapter 19. Make sure you do that assignment. And start early this week and reach out to your group members for something called the Enron project, which is really nothing more than an assignment, which I'm going to give you a little more details on here in the course of this video. But let's talk about chapter 19 real quick, just so you're kind of frame what's going on there. Chapter 19 covers convertibles, warrants, and derivatives, which are, we've learned the very basics of capital types of decisions that financing people make, and to prove once and for all that financing people are not all about just about numbers. They're also very creative, and you're going to see some very creative ways in which they put together funding instruments that investors might have a different kind of interest in because of some of the options that they put in there. So we're going to talk about convertible securities. They're basically securities or that you can convert into common stock. And the convertible securities are really done at the option of the owner, so it's something built into the contract that says you can convert your securities into a common stock. You want to know that securities that are converted to common stock may move with the value of the common stock, so that all those things have effects on the valuation of the securities themselves. We're going to talk about convertible bond valuation. And the best way for you to think about these things is just take it a piece at a time. Look at all the different components that go into the valuation and say, okay, I just look at them one piece at a time as opposed to trying to look at it on the whole. That's the easiest way to work through these things. We're going to compare warrants to convertibles and detail how they are similar, because they truly are. And you explain why accountants require that the potential effect of convertibles and warrants on earnings per share be reported on the income statement. That will make some sense as you take a closer look at it. And you want to be able to recall that derivative securities such as options and futures can be used by corporate financial managers for hedging activities. Not just that, they're also used as incentives for higher levels of management that actually have, create an incentive to create a longer-term value of the firm through the use of options. I've participated in those in the past, and they're a powerful incentive. So there's a lot going on there, but I would also tell you that this is just scratching the surface. This is all ultimately fairly vanilla in terms of coming up with these hybrid types of investments, and there's lots more of them, and they get much more complex as you go along. So if you're interested in this kind of thing, definitely take some more finance classes where they discuss those other types of options that are out there. Okay, so that's chapter 19. I'm going to record a separate video that will talk about the Enron project, what's involved with it, what you need to do, and the timing of all that. But looking in the schedule, it's a good idea for you to connect with your group mates this week, so you're prepared to do the work that you need to do, which you're going to do on the project next week. And just briefly stated, it's you're going to watch an incredible documentary that is about a corporation known as Enron, and you're going to answer some questions revolving around that with your group, and you'll submit an assignment, you'll post a discussion post, and you'll respond to other groups' discussion posts as well. That's all you're going to do all this next week, but it's a good idea to reach out now and make connection with your teammates so you can know what everybody's responsibilities are and be able to execute all this next week. In the end, you're going to finish all this up, because next week will be the final week of class, and you will get everything put together revolving around this Enron project, but also you'll have your optional test number 4. I'll talk about all these things again in next week's announcement, but I'm just kind of giving you kind of a heads up that it doesn't hurt to reach out to your teammates at this point. The way you do that is go to your the D12 page, and you're going to find a tab up at the top called Groups. When you click on Groups, you will see all the different groups that they're there. You are a member of one of those groups. Let me change this view real quickly so you can get a rough idea of what this looks like. You are a member of one of those groups, and I strongly suggest you reach out to your group mates early this week. So look under each of the groups to find out which one you're part of. You have all the information regarding contacts here within D12 to reach out to your group mates. If you are putting your group together and you're finding that you have a member who is not participating, not responding, not otherwise engaging with the group, I don't want to sound cruel here, but you just leave them behind. Just move forward with the people that are there that are going to work on it. Inevitably, there's a handful of students who are not going to engage in this group project, and they're going to suffer the consequences of it, because you will have the opportunity to evaluate them, and your evaluation of your group mates weighs heavily on the individual grade that each person in your group gets for this particular project. And I'll remind you that it's 10 points, and that's worth an entire letter grade, so it's worth trying to do it well. But to those of you who engage and you find this and you have somebody who doesn't, try, but it's not your obligation to get them involved in this. That's a heads up to everybody who might want to drag their heels and maybe hesitate a little bit here. You're going to get left in the dust. This thing is a very short-term project, and you guys need to move on it fairly quickly. Okay, so I will give you some more information regarding the group project itself, but at this point, reach out to your teammates and get all that to work. I'm going to show you under content real quickly also that everything you need to know about the project is listed in a tab under content called Enron Group Project Documents. Definitely read those over this week. There'll be some instructions that are available to you to understand what all the different roles are and all that type of thing. I did a little PowerPoint on the background to Enron, the company. There's a link here, which I know is good. If you want to watch the film through this link online, you are welcome to do that. It doesn't cost anything. So definitely avail yourselves of that. The movie itself is, I think, just a little over 2 hours long. So, keep that in mind. Definitely read through the material before you watch the movie so that you can frame your answers to the questions, which are going to which you're going to, as a group, submit to me in an assignment folder. And you will also post a discussion post that's meant for your other classmates to read and comment on, which you'll do. The very last document you see here is that student evaluation I'm talking about, and I'm telling you very seriously that weighs heavily on the individual grade each student gets, is how you are evaluated by your teammates. So it really behooves you to engage, make sure you are involved in it, contribute. You guys are all smart. You can all contribute to your team's effort. So I fully encourage you to do that. Most students really like this project. It's a real eye-opener in terms of that it really happened. This is a real documentary. These are very real things that happened with this massive corporation called Enron. So pay real close attention to it. It's a real good, slightly disturbing view towards how certain corporations manage themselves. So that's it. At any point, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. If you have problems getting your team put together, let me know that as well. I'll try to do what I can to intervene and help you move you guys along. But But again, I wish you the very best with this assignment. I think you're going to actually enjoy it. Okay, so that's it. Best of luck, and we're getting close to the end here. And let me know if you have any questions.